How you doing? It's Sandesh here, and I'm here to do a video about an article on spikedonline.com, and it's about how woke policing betrays ordinary people. It's from the 10th of April. I'll go through the article now. Here we go. Are the police are the police interested in actually policing anymore? Last week, it was revealed that it now takes officers across the UK up to 28 hours to respond to a burglary. The waiting time for the police to respond to break-ins has reportedly doubled in 2 years, and all this is after the police declared in 2020 that they will start treating burglaries as a priority crime and attend all domestic burglaries. Since then, the majority of police forces are now given up fulfilling their promises. Meanwhile, many forces have found themselves policing more and more speech and recording hate incidents, stretching resources to breaking point. In Scotland, the introduction of the new Hate Crime Act will further divert time and money away from catching thieves and violent criminals. Indeed, within the first 24 hours of the law coming into effect, police were inundated with reports of supposed hate crimes, each and every one of which they had previously vowed to investigate. To most people, this shift in priorities is bizarre, but by the twisted logic of our elite, it makes perfect sense. Historically, the Conservative Party is closely associated with the protection of private property. For conservative thinkers, private property provides financial security as well as emotional security. Thus, burglars were always viewed as a heinous violation of personhood. But today, concerns about private property are increasingly seen as an expression of privilege. These crimes are seen consciously or unconsciously as less important, hence why shoplifting is on the verge of becoming socially acceptable. Looting is viewed by some as an act of rebellion, and TikTok terrors like Mizzy can barge into a stranger's home with near impunity. Caring about violations against private property is now considered out of touch and gorge or gauge, I think that says. To make matters worse, many police forces really do seem to believe that countering hate speech should be their top priority. This is driven by almost pathological fear and loathing of the mass of citizens in society who cops assume are the only one mouse click away from committing violence acts against minorities. Police Scotland gave the game away on this recently when during the training session for officers on the new Hate Crime Act, they drew a hypothetical scenario about a gender critical feminist called Jo, widely believed to be J.K. Rowling. In the exercise, Jo suddenly goes from posting about her concerns about gender ideology and its impacts on women's rights to saying that trans people all belong in the gas chamber. That's not what she said, and that's not what she meant. The obvious implication here is that without tough legislation to police hate, a genocidal movement could quickly flourish in Scotland. Cracking down on what people say and the opinions they hold is now far more important to our elites than the traditional areas of policing, such as tackling theft and violent crime. What this is about is trying to take away free speech. That's all it is, and while this is happening in Scotland, it ain't just going to be in Scotland. I guarantee you, this is just a test in Scotland to see if the public like it, and if enough public like it, then they're going to carry it around, and then there's going to do it everywhere else. Mark my words. The police need to start taking their job seriously again. Stop telling us what we can and cannot say online, and focus instead on defending our safety and property. For if people can't feel safe in their own homes, they can't feel safe anywhere. Well, the thing is, the ones who are telling them to do this are the politicians. I mean, they will be the ones telling the cops, okay, this is your priority. That's it. that's who's doing it. It's your politicians. They're the ones they're the ones that are doing this. Because if the politicians told the cops to prioritize violent crime, knife crime, then they would have to. They'd have no choice. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and please follow me on X as well if you can. And I'm also on Rumble and Odyssey. If you could follow me, if you could like, comment, and subscribe on those two, Rumble and Odyssey, I would appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.